Namaskar and a very good afternoon, everyone. From one Swayambhu to another Swayambhu, to all the aspiring Swayambhus, a big namaskar to you all. सबसे पहले I would like to thank all the students, all the parents who are sending us lovely messages and mails saying that this candid session, this informal session is actually helping them to understand their kids better, and the kids also understand a few things more about where their career can take up and what are the things they should take care. It is like you have your own digital guru, mentor, who can give you guidelines about your field, about your passion. Now, I would also like to share that we had some well-wishers of ours saying that, ma'am, you have been giving us internship options, but if you could just place it on the status and mention the options with the eligibility, it will help us to understand it clearly, completely, and also connect with you accordingly. So we will do that from this week onwards. In fact, right from today, we are going to put up the internship options available for you. I would like to repeat this because it is important that there are no membership fees, no remuneration, no charges whatsoever you need to pay to get this option. The only test would be you have to prove your commitment level. That's it. So now we are going to understand and meet a very suave yet very humble, very modest, and like I have mentioned earlier, an unpretentious Swayambhu, one of my favorite friends, Shri Nitin Munot. Namaskar, sir.
नमस्कार.
कसं वाटतंय येऊन इथे?
छान वाटतंय. आपण 15 मिनिटं आधी आलो आणि आपण गप्पा मारल्या. So feeling very good and nice and looking forward.
Fantastic. Just to share, Nitin Munot ji is from Mumbai, Pune, and he can speak English, Hindi, Marathi fluently. But our session today would be in English. So let us proceed with his name. Nitin means the knowledge of morality and always selecting the righteous path. Knowing Mr. Nitin Munot, absolutely, I can assure you, I can challenge you. Yes, this gentleman is always on the righteous path. You can see it in his smile, you can see it in his demeanor, right? He has always done that. Today, he is the MD of Technocrats Group. He is also the founder of Munot Enterprises LLP. He has around 250 people working for him. They are into more than 100 products, which are customized automation and hygiene products, which are all user friendly, nominal cost, but always high on quality. The reason why we have this getting candid is we don't have to understand and gloat and impress people about what they are today, but the intention of this session is how they have reached this Swayambhu status today. Their journey, their challenges, their thoughts in difficult times. We always hear proverbs and adages and anecdotes, but let us understand people when they have lived the life. That is a true inspiration. So we will just share with you Nitin Ji's inspirational journey right from when he was a kid, a 3-month-old child, to what he is today. A fantastic Swayambhu, not only mentally, emotionally strong, but a physical a fitness lover, also planning to get into bodybuilding competition even after his marriage and at the age of 53, 54,
56.
56. Bravo. So I think all the young Swayambhus out there, ध्यान रखिए, देखिए कैसे होता है. Yes, Nitin ji. So in your life, you had a very tragic incident when you didn't actually know what is the meaning of the word tragic. You were just 3 months old. So when you are not aware of problems in life, it is a breeze. But when did you actually realize, that you had a issue with your eyes, and did that affect you in your childhood? I want to know what was the thought process then.
Yeah. So good evening to all. When actually I was young and about 6, 7 years old, and
Hmm,
whenever I used to play with children and the school, children, and
hmm,
they used to laugh at me and laugh
hmm,
because my eye was a squint, and
hmm,
they used to not understand where I'm looking.
hmm,
So
hmm,
uh, uh, usual friends, they would do whatever they used to do, and I used to feel very dejected and very low. And then
hmm,
I came home and asked my mother, and then she
hmm,
told me, then when I was young,
hmm,
less than 3 months old, I had fallen
hmm,
from a height of almost about 5 feet, and that too on my forehead. And I
hmm,
was unconscious for 2 days. And doctor said either this child will die or his
hmm,
nervous system will have a breakdown. Nothing of that happened. It suppressed my eye vein, and that's
hmm,
why the squintness had come. So
hmm,
that is the time I realized that there is a deficiency in me, and
hmm,
it was there for quite long, which I carried for
hmm,
quite many years, and
hmm,
that was the lowest part of my life.
hmm. But when you went into schooling, it must be very difficult because kids can be very cruel. They keep on playing pranks and saying things which are very hurtful. So, what did you think
Yeah.
at that point of time when they were, making jokes?
So, as I mentioned, my usual method of taking into all this was like this. I used to never look up or look into the eyes of a people because of my own feeling. And I used to just keep quiet. It
Hmm,
was not only I was
hmm,
too young, but also I was not that physically strong that time. And
hmm,
there was no other option. I had to go through
hmm,
all whatever they used to do. And I
hmm,
had done it till seventh standard. And once
hmm,
I was uh, beaten up by somebody, uh, one of my friend told his friend
hmm,
who beaten up me black and blue. And that is
hmm,
when I realized, when I heard from my mother, being a man, I should
hmm,
take care of myself and I should
hmm,
able to fight. And that
hmm,
is the reason from there onwards, I realized that I have to be strong, I have to be
hmm,
focused, and I have to do something wherein at least I am not going to get beaten. And I
hmm,
did that. And from there, my journey of doing gym or talim in those
hmm,
days, I started.
hmm,
I
hmm,
used to go and do talim and do kushti. And
hmm,
in fact, I did that for a couple of years. I became strong. I
hmm,
went to that guy who had beaten me. I went in
hmm,
that gully. I called
hmm,
him up. I have
hmm,
also beaten him alone. And
hmm.
that is how I started to be feeling about my own. It's like it's a being Swayambhu from that time.
Perfectly said, perfectly said. So please understand, स्वयंभू ये ट्रेट हमको 20, 30, 40 के बाद नहीं सोचनी है. It is the thought when you need to support yourself. That is exactly the soul of Swayambhu. I think fantastic, Nitin ji. That is what your grit and determination and courage is all about. And no wonder you are able to reach such wonderful heights. Sir, सबसे जब हम when we are teenagers, especially, we are so conscious about the world around us. To put it very bluntly, दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा रोग है कि क्या कहेंगे लोग. So when you were a teenager, you were a door to door salesman. You were selling clothes to different people. So if we talk to any stranger now, even to lift their own bags or to lift bags of their parents or relatives, they have a big issue. But at that time, when you were a teenager, you were taking tuition classes, you were selling clothes, going door to door. So, in spite of that, what was your dream which was so stronger and powerful than that embarrassing moment which could happen? What gave you that grit? What inspired you?
So a very small story I would like to tell. When
Hmm,
I was born. I was born
hmm,
in a mission hospital in
hmm,
Dound, and
hmm,
that time it was actually Australian missionaries who were taking care of it. And
hmm,
that one of the hospital doctor, a lady doctor, she took my palm in hand and she said, "Oh
Hmm.
my God, he would be a very big industrialist." Now it is very
Hmm.
strange to
Hmm.
understand the logic behind how she could say this, but that was
Hmm.
a story which I used to hear at the young age, and it
Hmm.
got into my mind subconsciously, and
Hmm.
I always used to think about doing something whenever, even
Hmm.
at the very young age,
Hmm.
selling anything
Hmm.
to anyone. I
Hmm.
love that, and even today
Hmm.
I do that, and
Hmm.
it's something I think I can do till the last drop of my blood. So I am passionate about it. So when I was young, and I used to see my father used to be a very good salesman. We
Hmm.
had a cloth shop, and
Hmm.
that same thing came into me, and I started doing whatever I can do, right from teaching to selling cloths, calendars, or anything whichever I
Hmm.
thought I can lay my hands on. And I
Hmm.
did that, and I never thought of anything ashamed, because it was also not that we were financially not that sound, and
Hmm.
there was that feeling of supporting yourself
Hmm.
and family. So that's the reason
Hmm.
I have done that.
Perfect. You had planned and you had complete intentions of joining the NCC, right?
Yep.
But you
Right.
couldn't because of physical issues.
Right.
Then you decided that you are going to be an entrepreneur. So, what did the meaning of entrepreneur, what did it mean to you? Why was it so important?
अगेन अ स्मॉल स्टोरी.
Hmm.
माझा जन्म माझ्या दोन बहिणीनंतर झाला, आणि तो पण नवस
Hmm.
करून. कारण मी
Hmm.
इंग्लिशमध्ये आता नवस कसं बोलायचं म्हणून सांगू नसतो शकलो, म्हणून मराठीत सांगतो, ते
Hmm.
लवकर कळेल लोकांना. तर
Hmm.
त्यावेळेला आईने सांगितलं की एका मुलाला मी कमीत कमी एक मुलगा माझा देशासाठी अर्पण होईल. तर द ओनली
Hmm.
वे आय
Hmm.
थॉट,
Hmm.
that was the thing in me. I always wanted to, in some forces, maybe army, navy, or air force, but because
Hmm.
of my squintness I couldn't
Hmm.
get this thing. But I did not feel any bad about it. I think every thing gives you a courage or ideas to do something next. And I
Hmm.
thought,
Hmm.
good. I mean, in a way, I could not go into the NCC or even for the forces of any such type. But what it
Hmm.
had given me is actually that as I started growing, I realized there I could have served little section of people. As an
Hmm.
entrepreneur, I can do
Hmm.
on a much larger this thing, and
Hmm.
anything what I thought I can do in my life is being a good entrepreneur and
Hmm.
adhere to principles and do something good for the society, and that's what it is for me. Entrepreneurship is first thinking about people around you and not about yourself, and that is how I have seen an entrepreneurship. Always the people around me and the people who help me, and they are still with me, and because of them I am there. I'm saying an entrepreneur, not because I am, but because of the
Right.
people who are there with me, my all colleagues in my office, my family who supported me, so I can do what I want to.
You've always been ready to take on the world. Whether, my favorite subject is dignity of labor. So I will come and I'll like to share it with all the viewers here. It was not just selling newspapers and clothes. It was not just selling cyclo-styling machines. It was not just, selling stuff. He also worked in a nursery when he was in college, that is in Pune, and he lived under the skies. He used to get his hands dirty, working with manure, working with composites. So he didn't really think that, this job is too small or this job is too big. The concept of dignity in what you do is so important. There are so many learnings in every small, big thing that you do, and you do it with sincerity and passion. My question comes to you in this form, that when you worked in all these small streams, small things and tasks which you managed, what are the business lessons which you learned which you think will not be taught in any school or college or say MBA college? What did you learn? Which are the fundamentals of business you learned?
So see, the fundamental of business is, first thing is to be grounded. One.
Hmm. Hmm.
Second thing is, never think that you are something and you can't do this or you can't do that, you know.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
third is also, what is important is you should always try to learn what you do.
Hmm.
For example,
Hmm.
if I want to start an education business, so
Hmm.
I must know basics of education, or all parts of education and how I can grow. I can't do a business just for the sake of earning money. So this is what is
Correct.
most important. Secondly, a business or entrepreneurship is a purely a relationship. So what you
Hmm.
need to
Hmm.
do is, you have to have a good relationship and understanding with people you work. If that happens, the business and growth is a byproduct of it. So these are the simple things what I thought.
Well said. Well said. You, after you finished your college, you also started working at two different companies at the same time. You know, you were working overtime. You were working with Instruments, and you were also working at Graham Furstein, right? So when you were working there, what was the intention to work there besides money? And what are the things which you learned there, and you decided to take a call of doing your own thing?
So there are so many things which are involved in this. First, I will just
Hmm.
put a light on what you mentioned about, in Pune when I was in the nursery. I
Hmm.
actually was, prior to that I was into Jain Hostel at HND
Hmm.
Jain Hostel Pune, and
Hmm.
then I realized that I am not having sufficient money to pay, and I
Hmm.
got an opportunity while I
Hmm.
was still in a college to
Hmm.
be a mukadam or a salesman or a manager or
Hmm.
everything in a
Hmm.
nursery that is called
Hmm.
Unique Nursery, which is still there, I think, at Chinchwad. And
Hmm.
I realized I am going to get a freedom. I can
Hmm.
stay there. There is a river for having a bath and simple alone. And I always wanted to do gym, and
Hmm.
I found there is a close by gym. And also I
Hmm.
got a person who could give me a milk of half a liter milk to drink daily without charging me money. So I found everything
Hmm.
I'm getting, and
Hmm.
that cultivated the habit that I should do something on my own. After finishing college, I
Hmm.
tried to get a job in Pune. I could not get. The maximum
Hmm.
rupees they were giving was 250 rupees. So I came to
Hmm.
Mumbai because of my sister's in-laws. I could
Hmm.
get that job in Graham Perth, and
Hmm.
there I was doing a job of a quality control engineer, which was
Hmm.
very easy job. There was nothing I had
Hmm.
to do much.
Right.
So then
Right.
I became a bore, and I decided to come out of it. When I
Hmm.
said I want to leave this job, everybody was saying you're a fool. People don't get
Hmm.
job. You're getting a job. You got such a wonderful job. You're getting good salary, and why you want to leave? I said no, because I can't enjoy this job. And then I
Hmm.
joined Eureka Forbes.
Hmm.
The idea of doing two jobs together was always, I thought there is a scope,
Hmm.
because one job I used to do, which is for selling a product to the societies, and the another
Hmm.
one for institutions, or something like commercial centers. So both are
Hmm.
different. Both require the different timings. So
Hmm.
I thought I can do that. Being an alone,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
how I used to do that. And
Hmm.
also the important reason, I used to go for a gym, which was
Hmm.
quite costly then at four
Hmm.
bungalows in Andheri, and
Hmm.
I found I have to pay for my staying and everything. So I must earn more money to support
Hmm.
myself. And last, doing business, because I always thought I want to do something rather than doing a 9 to 6 job or any such job or working under
Hmm.
anybody. I'm
Hmm.
not made for that. I have to do something on my own. And when I got an opportunity, I just grabbed.
Hmm. So, which was the first product you launched with Technocrat? If you can please share us.
Yeah. So this company we started in 1985-86, and
Hmm.
in many companies where I worked, one of the company was manufacturing hand dryer, where I was
Hmm.
working as a salesman, and
Hmm.
I had an opportunity with my colleague to have a demonstration of a hand dryer in a Jaslok hospital. And when I
Hmm.
met the engineer there, Mr. Pastakia, who was the chief engineer, when I
Hmm.
shown him that hand dryer of the company where I was working, so he said he does not like that shape. He is
Hmm.
bored
Hmm.
of that product,
Hmm.
a product of that shape. And he said, you should
Hmm.
try and do something like this on your own. And that is the
Hmm.
time I thought,
Hmm.
let us take a plunge and start. And the first product then we started was a hand dryer. For first 3 years, no brochure, no visiting card, no address, no office, but still we managed to have distributor network and doing a good.
So your service and your passion and your determination took you everywhere,
Yes, always.
right? And I think your goodwill always preceded you. Your goodwill reached people before you reach them.
Yeah, I can say it today if I look back. I
Yes,
think so. Yeah.
correct. Because otherwise, not many people give chance to newcomers or brands. They always prefer brands. So do you also give, chance and opportunity to newcomers, or do you also prefer brands?
No, see, preferring I mean, getting anything as a brand as this thing is a totally different. But
Hmm.
since I have done everything and sold anything to anywhere and even streets. Even about 2 years back, I in Pune and one of the signal as a our one of the place where we were getting a training, and that gentleman said, "Okay, go and on the street and do tuk tuk on the cars which are passing in, sell the books." And I still went and sold the books. So I said that I love doing that even today. And whenever I am getting approached by people for any new thing, I of course give them the preference. I still do that.
Right. You take multiple interviews when you employ people, correct? So, over and above their qualification, which are the traits you look for before you employ them?
So I think this is a very easy or a difficult job if you
Hmm.
look at the way it is. I have a
Hmm.
very different way of employing people, and I think
Hmm.
many of my people, you know them very well, and they have never thought they would reach to that heights today where they are. They started with an humble background with hardly getting 5,000 and having a more than 2 lakh rupees salary. It's not a matter of money. What is the
Hmm.
important is uh, I whenever I talk to a person, I just see the vibes. And
Hmm.
when I ask question, I don't ask typical questions and those
Hmm.
things, why you left job, what is
Hmm.
this, what is that, because
Hmm.
those things, those people also come with a ready answers. If
Right.
they have been asked similar questions, they know what similar answers to give. So
Right.
what I do is when I talk to
Hmm.
a person, I
Hmm.
understand what person can be good at.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
what happened is many times the ladies had come for a back office job or some small jobs, and I said,
Hmm.
you can do marketing. And they said,
Hmm.
no, we have never done. I said, you can
Hmm.
do that, you try.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
they have excelled in that like anything. So it's a somehow it's a kind of a sixth sense getting when you
Hmm.
talk to a person to
Hmm.
understand what it is. Secondly, I don't try to reduce whatever salary they ask. If they say I want
Hmm.
X amount of a salary, so I say
Hmm.
fine, you can get X plus Y.
Hmm.
But what basic thing you need to do is whatever money you going to get from month one, you have to make
Hmm.
sure you recover that. That's it. That is the basic thing I want, nothing
Hmm.
else.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then I
Hmm.
tell them to go through a website, understand products,
Hmm.
and tell me what are your plans and how you think you can do that. That's it.
Hmm.
So I don't
Hmm.
go into all dakianusi sawal job. I only
Hmm.
say these things, and I have somehow have been successful in doing that. And we are happy to say that out of our staff, there are more than 60% staff are more than 5 to 6 years old, and more than 30% staff is 20, 15 years old plus,
Whoa.
15 years plus. So even today, that's how it is. So I think it's a matter of understanding people. I also do one more thing. I give
Hmm.
complete freedom for
Hmm.
them to
Hmm.
do whatever they want to do. So
That
that's
helps
also a thing.
a lot. Yes. You have more than 100 products, and when you mentioned about the hand dryer, which you probably changed the way it looks, so there
Correct.
are a lot of innovations which are involved. From what you mentioned, you are very curious, you are very tenacious, right? So how do you ensure that you are always on the learning mode? How do you keep yourself updated and alert?
So, I keep myself updated with, first of all, it is the people around us who are
Hmm,
you associated with. Then the
hmm,
second thing is also the platform you are associated with. Like I am
hmm,
associated with, I was associated with BNI, then I was associated, I'm still associated with BOC and corporate connections. So what happens
right.
is, it is you have to just be flexible, open, and just meet people and be very flexible. So
Hmm,
I started with a hand dryer, and
hmm,
I have got hundreds of products, and all has come through simply, by talking to people, nothing else. So I
hmm,
have this habit of doing, when I meet somebody, I say, okay, what do you think? What else you feel that maybe,
hmm, hmm,
would be required? And then people on
hmm,
their own, they start saying, to the
hmm,
extent that whenever
hmm,
they see, even today, any new technology or a product, when they
hmm,
see anywhere, the first
hmm.
person they will send that photo or video and say, I'm sure you must be doing this, and that is
Ah,
how we have created that niche for ourselves.
hmm,
That's how people think about it, about us. And that's why, that also is because, whenever I'm moving around, I like to roam
hmm,
everywhere. I like to meet
hmm,
people, understand, and that's how sound barrier has come. Because I used to
hmm,
visit Europe, and when I saw, the moment you land at an airport and you're going to any place, you will see something
hmm.
wall like on the sideways, and I was just
Right.
curious, what is it? And
Hmm.
they told me, and I ended up having a German collaboration. So today we have a collaboration with a German company, wherein Germans are a part of this company in India,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
the product is doing fantastic.
Fantastic. Now you mentioned the sound barrier. So immediately my curious mind was eager to ask you a question. How does this sound barrier work? If you can please share, in layman language.
So sound barrier is a product installed on the sideways of a bridge or a highway.
Hmm.
So whatever noise comes out of your vehicles,
Hmm.
and the noise comes because of the tires on the road, and you
Hmm.
apply brake or you drive very fast when it's an
Hmm.
open road, it generates
Hmm.
a sound.
Hmm.
And in places like metro cities, we have no luxury to have the
Hmm.
houses maybe hundreds of meters away from the roads or highways. In
Hmm.
fact, our many of our houses are on bang on the road. So what
Hmm.
happens? There is this sound is getting created, and it is constantly hitting our mind. And in means without understanding, they are
Hmm.
creating a lot of problems in our communication system, like in the house. In fact, I myself, how I started Soundberry is also because I was staying in Kandivali at a highway, Western Express Highway, and the
Hmm.
sound noise pollution is so high that in the
Hmm.
night, if somebody applies a brake, I feel
Hmm.
as if the car is or a truck is passing above my myself. So
Hmm.
that was the way it was happening. And when I saw
Hmm.
it's in Germany, and I realized these barriers absorb this sound, so that
Hmm.
on the other side of the barriers you get very less sound. It is not a
Hmm.
silent, but they reduces
Hmm.
the sound to the
Hmm.
extent of almost 30 decibels. So what happens?
Okay.
The
Hmm.
amount of pollution which is at very high, it gets
Hmm.
reduces, and it is a bearable sound, you can say. That's what it is. So
Hmm.
sound barriers absorbs or repel sound and gets you a peaceful sleep.
Now again another question, if I may ask. Uh, People are working from home now.
Right.
Those who have spacious houses and dedicated rooms, they have the privacy and liberty to go
Right.
in individual rooms and talk like we have this digital conversation, office work, etc., etc. But for those people who are staying in very small houses, and there are more than four people who are online, maybe kids who are doing their schooling, husband and wife doing their office work. So,
Right.
is there something which is already there or can be done where you have a sort of a helmet or a glove where you can have privacy, and the mother is not disturbed because of the children, and the child is not disturbed because the father is also having his online office work in the same room.
So far, it is not there, but I think next time we talk, I would have got something.
So you can just say a thank you to me.
So thank you very much.
Right. So we have got some fantastic viewers here. Uh, uh, Miss Sandhya Bhagwat Phule says, "Wow, sir, I'm also from down. Thank you, Dipti. Thank you. Namaste. Uh, it's the love towards one's work, right? True. Thank you, Seema ji. Thank you, Rachna. Hi. Thank you, Bipin. Thank you, Viral. Thank you, Sunil Khopkar. Uh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Deepa. Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you, Nagaraj. And thank you, Neha. She has, okay, she has a question, if I may take it.
Yep.
Yes. So Miss Neha says, "Sir, you mentioned that you couldn't look into the eyes while talking to people. Can you share how did you work on overcoming that fear?"
Yeah. So first of all, I found that it was there since I was a young, and I was very high squint there that time as compared to now. I'm still, but I'm less
Hmm,
squint now as compared to what I was then. One.
hmm,
Second thing, the mind always thinks about you because psychologically you are getting affected by your own thoughts. People may do
true.
anything, but you allow such a thoughts to
Hmm,
affect you, so that what
hmm,
happens is, since you get affected, people do it more, you know.
hmm,
And
hmm,
as I mentioned, it was not only that my I was squint, I was also weak, I was also
hmm,
bauna, I was short as well.
hmm,
And
hmm,
all that added as a negativity on in your own self, and there was no confidence in me. How I
hmm,
got in confidence is when I was got beaten up, and then I
hmm,
started doing exercise. So when you look at the mirror and do exercise and everything, slowly, slowly you start looking at your physique and you start feeling that good. Of course, everybody as a lady, she may not do that. But what is
hmm,
important is working on your own self and
hmm,
creating that
hmm,
confidence. And after that confidence is created, because this can happen only from a person who's feeling low, he can only
hmm,
or she can only help themselves. आप ही आपको हेल्प कर सकते हो, दूसरा आपको कितना भी कुछ बताए, कुछ नहीं हो सकता जब तक आप ये नहीं सोचते हैं कि नहीं, मैं भी कुछ कर सकती हूँ या कर सकता हूँ, और
hmm,
मैं कुछ भी ऐसे कमेंट से नहीं डरूंगी और नहीं मुझे अपने आप पर कुछ असर होने दूंगी, तब तक
hmm,
आपका आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन
hmm.
आप जब ये सोचना चालू करोगे, तब ऑटोमेटिकली ये भावनाएं और वो कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आप में आना चालू होगा, और ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन really overtake that to the extent, the I have seen two extremes. One,
Hmm,
when I was walking like this, and the other one,
hmm,
now wherever I do walk in even public parks, they go all clockwise, I walk anti-clockwise. So I did it purposely. I do that because each and every person pass by, I look in their eyes, and that's what
hmm.
I have generated. That now I am doing totally different and totally opposite than what actually was happening there. And this is how you have to create. Help yourself. Nobody will help you to come out of it.
Perfect, perfect. I think, Neha, thank you for the question. And right said, you have to look at problems in the eye, because the more you run away from the problem, the more
Yes,
you run away from the solution. So
correct.
I think he has given a fantastic living example of what he has done. Sir, मुझे ये बताइए कि any message you would like to give the aspiring Swayambhus, and since you have been so kind to share that you also give the newcomers opportunities, is there any opportunity you can share for the aspiring Swayambhus who may not have qualification in terms of paper? They think they have skills which you can check out.
So I want to say that even today and under this pandemic conditions, those who have got the will, I have never appointed anyone looking at their qualification. Okay, so
Hmm.
everyone
Hmm.
who are at very high position, even in our case, I don't know what is their education, because that's never the case. You may be highly educated, but if you are not effective while in public speaking, there is no point. So
Hmm.
I am saying, for any newcomer just finished college or anyone, if they want to have any kind of a job, they want for to get an experience, or they want to get a secure job, or they want to be a part of our family, I am still welcoming them. They can definitely get in touch with me through you. So I am open for that. Apart from that, those people who wants to have any kind of advice they want to have, anything which they think they want to know under even such a conditions. So I am
Hmm.
always open. There's no problem that they can approach me anytime.
Any specific eligibility you are looking for? Any
Uh,
specific criteria?
so there is a so in our company we have a work on the highways and road for sound barriers. We work
Hmm.
on a metros for platform screen door. We have a requirement for people to work on a in a sales as well.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so all these three criteria are definitely, which if they want, they can work for us. Even in Maharashtra, certain areas like Pune, Satara, Kolhapur, Nasik, if
Hmm.
they think they can do something for us, get associated, and want
Hmm.
to work, want to have some sort of a job, we can always think of.
Right. So I think he has offered generously options to all the aspiring Swayambhus. I request you all, now that you have understood what he does in brief, I request you to go through the website Technocrats, and also he has a website called as nitinmunot.com. Do visit the website, do visit the company website, understand what are the things they are doing. If you think you can match up, if you think there is something you can do, contribute, learn, do mail us at swayambhu@gmail.com. There is another question, if I have your consent.
Yep.
Yes. This is from Mr. Sunil Khopkar. To be successful in any venture is never an accident. How did you face ups and downs in business?
So Sunil Khopkar is my childhood friend from down, though we
Okay.
have studied together. So he has seen my journey also. Of course, in the life, everyone has to go through, ups and downs in a different. It is personal and official and everything. So it is a matter of having faith in your own. Right now,
Hmm.
also we are
Hmm.
under pandemic, and the business is not happening. Okay,
Hmm.
so what is important is knowing your capabilities and
Hmm.
knowing what you can do. And whenever you face a problem, and in a day as a businessman, you have 1,000 problems. Okay, but it is only a matter of how you try and resolve, and what
Hmm.
you do, and how you communicate with the people. Because if I take some problem and I
Hmm.
become angry on that person, and then I
Hmm.
have to do a sales call, I can't
Hmm.
come down immediately, like 180
Correct.
degree down. So
Correct.
initially, I used to also have a temperamental swifts.
Hmm.
So now I realize as we go down that uh, I am also very a fast reactor. I react
Hmm.
very, very fast. The moment
Hmm.
somebody says something, by the
Hmm.
time they finish their problem, I'm already calling that person. So that's how I react.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I realize while doing so, if you come to know any problem, instead of reacting on a negative way, we can
Hmm.
think of a positive out of that negativity, and see now if
Hmm.
something has happened, there's nothing you can do by talking how it happened. What you have to do is how you can resolve that. So if we
Correct.
see many a times people start talking 80% of time on why it happened rather than now what you can do. So I focus on what we can do and try and resolve that issue. So it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work.
Well said. There is one question which connects to what you just mentioned. It is again from Neha. Sir, you mentioned that you couldn't look sorry, this question is, sir, could you share some tips for how to become an entrepreneur from a scratch when you have no background in business field?
So entrepreneurship is here. It is in your uh, heart.
Hmm.
You know, maybe you've seen what has happened to Anil Ambani in spite of having so much of wealth, and what Mukesh Ambani has done. So it is
Hmm.
not that you need a wealth only to
Hmm.
become a successful entrepreneur. It is
Hmm.
what you need is a very calm head, and
Hmm.
you need to be uh, somebody who knows and decide what he wants to do,
Hmm.
and he has to be firm on that.
Hmm.
सपोज इफ आई से कि हम क्या करूं यार, मैं अभी क्या करूं, बिजनेस चालू करूं क्या, कोई बोलता है हाँ हाँ करो, कोई बोलेगा अरे
Hmm.
नहीं, तो कोई बोलेगा कुछ. So nothing. So simple thing is, I say that if you are unmarried and if you have
Hmm.
no much of a responsibilities, then you should start business as early as possible. But
Hmm.
that doesn't mean you cannot start if you're a business if you're married and having children. But what you need to take care of is, if you want to start a business as 40, when you have a couple of children with young, and you have to look after a home, and you have 1 lakh rupees expenses, then make sure you have 12 lakh in bank to take care
Hmm.
of your home, because
Hmm.
once you start business you're not sure of income coming. So make that provision. Otherwise, half of the people, if they don't have that provision, they jump into a business, then they pump money from home, they pump money from out, and then
Hmm.
both ways balancing becomes difficult. And then
Hmm.
carrying a business under such a circumstances, when you never know what is going to happen, is a difficult. So if you want to start a business from a scratch, you can start without having any this thing. If she is a young lady, she can start immediately. But if somebody, as I mentioned, then make this provision and then start.
Okay. So provide for yourself so that, in the dicey times of business, you are not worrying about, how the home fires are burning. And then you can
Correct.
concentrate full focus on your business, anticipate change, get confident and go for it. एक
Correct.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन काय म्हणतात ते डोक्यात आता साऊंड बॅरियर माझ्या डोक्यात बसलेलं आहे की बिफोर यू हॅव गॉट सो मेनी प्रोडक्ट्स विच यू मस्ट हॅव लॉन्च्ड एव्हरी इयर before you launch another product or take it up, what are the criteria? What is the checklist you have to see whether this product is worth, researching, manufacturing, launching in the market? So, what is your checklist?
I don't wish to create competitors, but okay, still I will tell you. Uh, so
Okay.
first of all, what is important is whatever product which I do, it
Hmm.
has to. Most of the products. In fact, we have not mentioned about product like dock leveler, sectional door, bollards, boom barrier, gate
Hmm.
automatic sliding door. These all products I am doing. I am doing because first of all, I somewhere somebody has told me, I've seen they're working. So a checklist is what we see is what is the potential for that product.
Hmm.
Very
Hmm.
important. What is the potential?
Hmm.
See, a
Hmm.
competition doesn't decrease your ability to sell.
Hmm. Hmm.
Competition can only increase your ability to get more sell. That's what I
True.
think. It is always like
True.
this. So we don't have to worry about how many people are there, but what we
Hmm.
have to think about how much potential it has first.
Hmm.
Second thing
Hmm.
is in the process of crisis. So tomorrow, plan, I always do plan A, B, C. So plan A, if
Hmm.
we start, what would be the kind of business we can expect in first year? Second is
Hmm.
where the
Hmm.
finances will come, because
Hmm.
the product, some product like sound barrier is not something which has been used by private people. The sound
Hmm.
barrier is used by government, so it would always go as a tender. So that means even if you win the tender, you need to have a capacity to actually have that money to execute that project. Otherwise there
Right.
is no use.
Right.
So I see that if at all I do get project, how will I able to sustain and get that product executed? So these
Right.
criteria we check, and then
Hmm.
decide about it.
You have not spilled all the beans here, but I think you have mentioned the important point. I acknowledge and appreciate your sharing, and I also do understand why you keep your special checklist to yourself. But thank you for sharing that, and thank you, viewers, for the wonderful questions and participating. I think I actually miss, there are so many questions I have, but Nitinji has got another meeting immediately. So we will have to take, a pause here. And I will request Nitinji if you can spare some time and revisit Getting Candid once again. Because I think with the kind of products you have, with the range of work that you have done, a 30-minute session is not going to be enough to understand your mind. We would definitely like to learn from you how you stay calm, composed, how you manage time, how you are building your body and building your mind at the same time, and building such a beautiful relation with not just your people who are working with you, but also the people around you. So there are a lot of learnings we look forward from you. But I would like to thank you for sharing your wisdom, your insight, and God bless you with good health. And may you win the bodybuilding competition this year or next year, whenever you participate. So,
Yeah.
with best wishes to you,
Thank you
wishing you
for this
all.
opportunity. Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Yes. So, thank you, everybody. Do stay connected with us on Getting Candid. And if you think, if you can refer to some people who you think I must invite on Getting Candid, all you have to do is just send a mail or you can comment on the Swayambhu page. Nitinji would like to say something before he says bye bye to us. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was saying thank you for that opportunity, and it was a wonderfully spent 35, 40 minutes, and I loved that interaction. And just for viewers to know that no, I was not knowing any question what she was about to ask, and I loved the way it is because it is very nice to talk like this rather than knowing question and trying to answer on that. So I love that way because most of the time, otherwise, people tell us, okay, tell us what question you want to ask, and you exactly the opposite. So that is something very nice. I said I like that way, and thank you for all that, whatever way, and thank you all viewers for giving your precious time and asking question and participating. Thank you, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Nitinji. Once again,
Thank
connect
you.
with us tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we are going to meet Charuhas Pandit sir, the creator of Chintu. So stay connected, be fit mentally, physically, emotionally. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.